How can we have a high five?
I have an idea.
I solemnly swear to do whatever you tell me to.
I will call soon.
Okay, there you go.
What? Yeah. Guess I'll do some spite. Hey, what's that?
Hmm? Guess I followed it.
What's with all the yellow stuff? Huh. Is this some weird street artist thing? A police report. Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was stolen. What's with the audio recorder?
So, you have some work-related stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty.
So they tell me.
Give me some more specifics on how you're feeling.
Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
And what kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here.
Yep.
I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places.
Just a lot of information that was supposed to be confidential. Of course. Oh, wow. These I could find at least. At least there's like, it's almost this I can do as well. Well, that's 1 of 9 though. I'd probably just have to skip. Should I skip that? I mean, if I wanna leave these on, there's one nearby as well. If I wanna leave these on recording, that's fine as well. Even though maybe the eventual.
I think I'm close to another crime scene.
Eventual, it's almost the even though what am I trying to say here? Like, as much as I want to record everything as much as possible, I need to see what I can include and not include. Like whether or not it's certain sections that take me too long, or okay. Let's see. Something's here.
Hey, Peter. Just letting you know what happened at the house.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say? You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah. But I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to the shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
Okay, with that out of the way. Because I need to always look out for the tape right here. The actual tape. Right up there. So I just gotta crawl in. Up. Jeez, what am I doing? Oh, great. Did I forget to wall crawl? Which knows how to wall crawl. Might as well just do it like this then, right? Jeez. Okay, come on. Get on that wall. Come on. Oh, jeez. And now I'm making a fool out of myself. There we go. It was the old days when you had to press circle to stick to a wall. But you gotta dedicate that to the dodge
This
button.
looks familiar. I think it's the last known location of a Maggia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I've just been paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see who the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon, and dinner, and
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
it means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Get quite the resume.
This guy sounds like a Maggia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this.
In order to find out what happens next, in order to find out if there's a happy ending or sad ending, and then I guess I might as well see if I can do all that before I even finish the DLC, or maybe even after. Well, it's one of the two. It's not like I have to do this during recordings. I mean, I could also do this off screen. Oh well, I could just do that as well. Just focus on the story, and we'll enjoy seeing what happens next, or maybe what they might imply will happen in the future. Alright then. Right, so missions right now, right? If anything, I'm just waiting for Sable to call me. Alright. And also, I could just do some side activities while I wait as well. Or some crimes, or some challenges, or look for another recording. It's either one. No? Alright then.
Meet me at my base.
Jeez.
I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right. Good talk. Why is she always hanging up on me?
Because she
Maybe
still
she
kind of
didn't
doesn't
hang
like
up
you.
on purpose. Probably just got disconnected. She could be waiting for me to call her back. Or she could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just really needed to polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me.
Even I said that.
Logic takes the fun out of everything.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I was about to go to that base, I got that phone call. To go meet Sable at her secret base. That's enough for coffee. Oop. Oh, great. Messed that up. Oop. And there's her jet thing.
Let's get to work.
So where's this base you talked about? Whoa. Your toys are so... I love this invisible floating fortress thing. But now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it. So let us work quickly. I have acquired the Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this. Okay, what's first?
Pull the housing array into place.
On it. Ah! Whoa, nice laser.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh,
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
sure thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty. So, we should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? Find him. Then focus the laser on the place in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepard, just remember my no-killing rule, okay? Done. How's it look?
Systems appear functional. Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet. But I do need you to launch those targets.
Right. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Bombs away! Hit it! Pull!
Just a few more.
Cool with me, this is fun! Here comes another
Tossing
one!
barrels.
Nice shot!
Is that all?
Is this how modern militaries do skeet shooting? Oh, can we do one more? Please?
Sorry, child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside.
No. One more?
Whoa!
Come back. We have one more thing to do.
On my way.
We must adjust the gyroscopic navigation stabilizer in order to compensate for the weight of the laser. Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system.
Right here.
System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Use a little help here!
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'll just do the hit.
Right.
I just wanna thank you for showing me what I've been doing wrong for years. If I wanna rule this city, I gotta modernize. Evolve!
Oh, jeez, I thought he was gonna kill me.
It's time for me to be the boss I always should have been. Just as soon as I kill you. Keep trying.
Almost
Keep
there.
failing. I'm indestructible.
Don't look that indestructible.
Sable, what's your status?
Laser is back online. Use him in place.
Is it at the head?
Getting close.
You guys just don't give up, do ya? I respect that, but I'm still gonna kill ya!
Jeez.
Wait, I gotta be quicker.
Nope, go for those kneecaps.
You think you're hurting me? Ha! Nothing hurts me no
Jeez,
more!
nope.
Yeah, trying!
Eat this!
Oh, jeez. Take that hit.
Love your tech, Sable! Too bad I gotta use it to take you out! Look at me! You can't...
Oh, no. He wrapped up me. And he stopped on me.
Eat
I thought
this!
that was gonna be a comeback.
Die!
Oh, jeez. Close distance with those
You guys
wings.
just don't give up, do ya? I respect that,
Hit me!
but I'm still gonna kill ya!
Almost
Firing.
You're just pissing me off!
indestructible, huh? I think not.
You think this is a fight you ain't gonna win? I need reinforcements! Now!
So I continue to the checkpoint.
Bring it back to love your tech, Sable! Too bad I gotta use it to take you out!
Jeez.
You fight, but not as good as me! Keep trying, keep failing! I'm indestructible!
Yay, teamwork!
Now hit him!
You're gonna regret that!
Nah,
Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
you know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Commencing bombing run. Damn, I missed.
Keep them coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
I dropped the bomb. You throw them at him.
Looks like I'm not gonna.
Gotta grab those bombs. Yeah, got it. Okay, time to get.
Look at me! You can't kill me!
Keep your distance. Do not let him.
Good tip.
Kind of the only thing he knows how to use.
Let's see you dark fist! You think you're hurting me?
Okay, now the laser.
There you go.
See it. Moving in.
He's disabled. Now's my chance.
Keep it coming, Bug! You two got skills! I'll give you one! Join my or die!
I'll take what's behind door number 3. His shield's down. Indestructible, huh? I think not. I gotta be quicker.
Coming your way, Bug! Incoming!
Yay, teamwork!
What did I want? There we go again.
I am trying.
Got you down a while.
The laser is down. Wait. I have an idea.
Can't wait much longer!
Fire the special beam cannon.
And what?
Get ready to jump.
Wait, what?
And she's gonna crash that.
That was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Sincaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
that was the end. Oh. Yeah, that's just beautiful right there. Beautiful, let's be honest, that was awful. Here's the king of cameos. Post credits, right? Or yes, there is. Oop. Oh,
Ready?
well.
I think the web shooters are a little tight. Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
And the training begins. And with that, Silver Lining is officially done. Well, basically, I mean, I've had this footage, as well as I've been sitting on this footage since the 22nd of December, and now I'm uploading it. By the time I've finished putting this all together. So, I mean, my final thoughts. Like, the DLC at least adds more to the gameplay, or at least the post-gameplay, and it also sets up the sequel a little more as well, at least with Miles Morales. So for the most part, gameplay-wise, at least it does add more. Like I said, add more to the post-game. For combat, for challenges, and collectibles and stuff like that. I guess for the most part, if you're not that good with challenges, let's just say if you're just decent, like if you can only get like spectaculars. And, is spectacular the middle part? I guess it's ultimate, right? Yeah, ultimate would have to be the goal, or first place thing. Like if you're not good with those challenges, at least the DLC at least helps you max out your gadgets and stuff like that. If you can't get enough tokens, just to max out, just say powers and gadgets. I guess I shouldn't just say that it's also good for adding more tokens. I mean, what about suits? I mean, for the most part, what if you don't like the standards or the, I guess even the game's version or interpretation of Spider-Man's classic suit with the white emblem, which I can see being used for the sequel as well, or maybe used as some explanation for the black suit, which I know will be coming. Most part. But yeah, I mean, as much as it does add gameplay, it does at least set up more for the sequels as well. For the sequel, at least with for Miles. Like for the most part, at least if anybody's already played through the base game, they should know what happened with Miles. Like, you wouldn't have Miles Morales in the game without a reason, right? At least with what he went through. And for the most part, at least it does a good job at setting him up for the sequel as well. Like for the most part, I guess for the most part, like what more can I say? Like I enjoyed playing through the episodes, even though they could have at least made this longer. For the most part, made the duration of the story more longer. But I know that I guess for the most part, when you're playing a game like this, it's not about just the story; it's about the gameplay. Like more or less what you're playing through. like it depends on what you can put into the game. Into the game, it's more or less the amount of gameplay you can put into it versus just the amount of story. And there's only so much you can tell without just making the base game just feel like less. Now the gameplay, I mean the gameplay, this one else, the base game feels like it's more than enough, and the DLCs are just I guess the optional cherry on top. I guess so, I don't know. Like for the most part, you're getting what it's one of those, you're basically just getting what you pay for, whether or not it's individually or just together. If you bought The City That Never Sleeps for $24.99, that's basically what, maybe 3 hours worth of story and maybe a couple more hours worth of gameplay and challenges and collectibles. It's basically just that, and I guess crimes as well. I keep forgetting about the crimes. And that's for those that care about crimes. I'm not kidding. I mean, I guess I do care about the random events that pop up as well. Like for the most part, how many times do I say that? For the most part, for the most part, what? Like, I think I already said it right there. Getting what you pay for. Basically. Like, it's not a whole lot, but it's still something. It's still more Spidey. It's still a little another reason to just keep playing the game. Besides just New Game Plus. I mean, the added gameplay, the added story, the setup for the sequel. That's basically what you're getting right there. Setup. Well, maybe not setup for just the sequel. You're even getting setups for the next DLC, or next DLCs for that. So, with that, I could say, like, here's hoping that the sequel will also be just as good, or if not better than the original, or the original, or just better than this game. And that's not to say that I didn't like this. Oh, I'm trying to say it. Just here's hoping that the sequel will succeed the original in more ways than one, hopefully. And with that, I can say that was Spider-Man: The City That Never Sleeps. And with nothing more to say, until next time.